Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another, well, they called it a Nova War Says-esque game. So we will have to wait and see what that entails. But it was still sent in by you, the fans, to lifesaglitchtv@gmail.com. Mr. Maximus Black?
Yes.
Hit me up with the sound of forgetting to ask Sting permission for his song before you had to start paying him for the rest of your adult life.
Didn't we do that last week, Adam? Did we do the same noise? Yes. You know, I
really?
did the every step I take. You know,
really?
Yeah, I thought we did.
Am I that washed? We just said we're washed last time. Am I that washed?
Washed. Washed as fuck. Give me another one.
Fuck?
Give me another one.
Mr. Maximus Black! God! Hit me up with the sound of trying desperately not to get caught up in the P. Diddy scandal and still being caught up anyway.
I went to the Diddy parties, but I left at 8 p.m. sharp. I knew some weird shit was going on, and my skin reacts horribly to baby oil. It can't be me.
Can't be me. Can't be me. Got that Johnson & Johnson baby oil allergy. Can't be me. Sorry.
Can't be me. Yeah.
Oh, do you think it's the Johnson & Johnson classic, or do you think they got like some like backdoor industrial direct from the supplier deal?
Oh, bro, knowing Diddy, he got some like fucking infused weird shit. Like that ain't normal ass baby oil. I'm telling you that right now.
Ether laced baby oil.
Jesus Christ. Crazy world we live in, bro. It's a crazy world.
It's very true. It's very true. But yeah, we've got down the bottom left, Breathtaker, the blue Protoss, and to the top right, we've got the red Protoss, Nox. From the School of Hard, if I suppose. Yeah. But yes, PvP here on Ultra Love again. Yeah. A popular map this week in our rotation.
The Sphere.
And yeah, the Spheres are back. The Las Vegas Spheres are back. Still no mod. Sad. Gotta get on top of that. But yeah, I'm very interested in which Nova War Says or
who
Nova
is
War
doing
Says
it?
adjacent.
Yeah. Like,
because it could be anyone right now.
It could be anyone. Right now, we see Breathtaker with 2 gases trying to get an expansion here. But he got pylon blocked, so now he's going to get out a unit, start breaking that down. Very uncharacteristic to go for Sentry first against Protoss, and now a second Sentry going. This very well could be our Sentry build that I did, a couple weeks ago, and failed at doing so.
Yes, the tripping balls.
Tripping balls, that's it. And this is going to do damage. Very good reaction time there from Nox, but unfortunately does not get that full surround. Might end up getting one more probe kill here. Not going to do that. He's just really... Oh, beautiful force field in the corner, keeping him there.
I gotta be honest, watching how he handled that was pretty good. His reaction time was immaculate. He got the shield on the Nexus to try to stop him there, or stopped him from going backwards.
Yeah.
Then he only pulled the 3 off the gas that didn't even go to attack, but they ran interference to push him over. Everything was about as good there as you could hope for.
Textbook.
And textbook on the defense, and then another shield to end it there. So the sentries, despite being a bit unorthodox, closed it out there, made the magic happen. So well done there by Breathtaker.
Yeah, very well done. And let's just see if he's getting more. No, okay. Well, now he's getting a Robo. Maybe this isn't. What's the other guy doing? I mean, it's got to be the sentries, right? But he's still only got 2. He's got 3 sentries now. Is he gonna build another one?
He's going to have 4 gas as well, relatively early on.
That's
so
true.
He's obviously, whatever he's doing, he's going to be spending lots and lots of gas. So, I mean, shit. It does seem like the likely scenario right now. Getting a little scouting information there with the hallucinated Phoenix. Going to spot that first Void Ray out. I mean, if this is the case, if they're doing a tripping balls build, I mean, all the luck to them in the world, because as you discovered, This ain't old school StarCraft anymore. It is harder to pull off the trip and balls build now than it was back in the day.
Yeah.
And he's going to have a big, a lot of work ahead of him if that is in fact what we're seeing. It's hard. It still feels early to say yet.
It does. But he is getting, like you said, he's getting quite a bit of gas. He's now got a third base already. Still only 2 bases here for Nox. It'd be very impressive if he can pull this off. This is the Diamond League. So, to be able to win a game using sentries and sentries alone would be very, very impressive. He's doing a great job using those hallucinated phoenixes to get the scouting information needed. He sees his opponent does have air, is going Void Ray. It's also much more challenging on maps like this to do the sentry build because of the ramps. Now, some of the other maps... back in some of the other pools, it's much more flat. So like your second and your thirds, there isn't ramps going to the second and the thirds. There's typically ramps just going into your main. So oftentimes you can do enough damage on even playing ground here, like without the high and low ground, to be able to use your force fields in a way to cut off armies and kind of chunk down your opponent. But if your opponent is not out of position, you got to somehow run up a ramp and still take a good engagement, which is very, very tough to do. The sentries, though, gonna pick off that warp prism and recall and back home immediately. Beautiful pickoff there.
That was about as good as you could hope for there with just going up with a bunch of sentries, getting the work done, not really losing anyone. He lost that one because it was a straggler right before the recall happened, but otherwise, 2 more about to go home as well. But that was very successful. And you get rid of that warp prism, and that that at least got to make you feel like you've got a little bit of breathing room. And even if there was an imminent attack, surely that would slow it down a little bit before they'd continue to make the push. And it does seem like that may be the case here, as Nox is not making any particular move to leave their base, now on 3 bases. Themselves, while Breathtaker is now setting up their 4th.
Yeah, very, very impressive so far here from Breathtaker, just getting sentries and still being ahead in supply. 85 to 81, now moving out with a solid amount of sentries. Now, is he going to be using hallucinated? Because I find the majority of the time when this build works is when you bluff. Is when you make it seem like you have a lot more than you actually do, but you still got to have enough sentries in the army to deal enough DPS to scare your opponent. Because if you have like 90% hallucinated stuff, but everything is being tickled, then chances are they're not going to leave. But if you're still doing enough damage, you can oftentimes bluff them out simply from spamming a bunch of hallucinated, stalkers, immortals,
Warp Prism.
Yeah, War Prism is coming. He's got 4 of these bad boys in here. Don't forget, guys, if you haven't checked out Candy Crush, go check it out. Link is in the description below. Help support. And you can scan the QR code there on the screen. It only works for mobile, not PC, mobile only. Let's make it happen here. Big attack over here on the 3rd. And he's going to go ahead and do a 2-prong attack with sentries at him.
With sentries, I love it.
Wow.
He's going to have shields to help him out. I love it. Yes. The Guardian Shield made that Void Ray basically useless. Oh my lord, look at him.
He's going to cut it off. Oh, he could have got a couple of units there.
But still, the force fields are strong on this. He's bouncing back and forth. He's got to be careful. He's got to stay in that Guardian Shield. You can't go in there with Void Rays.
God.
The tickle beams.
Holy
out of
shit.
control again over here. Both of them are basically all eyes on this one spot. And again, getting the work done. Still more energy to go. He's got to be careful with that Void Ray, as all of this base has been decimated on the in the main with those other drop sentries, and again with a sick freaking force field and another Guardian Shield. Just being real careful to not overspend and spam Guardian Shield, and he might get another kill possible here. There it goes.
How
will he get it? It's gonna be close. Oh my god.
The amount of damage. Holy shit. Dude, he's about to fucking win the game with sentries. 138 supply to 77.
This isn't really tripping balls. I don't know what to call this.
He didn't hallucinate
But
anything.
it's just pure sentry.
Oh my God, look at that. He recalled back, keeping his whole army alive. We still have sentries over here at the base. These like 10 sentries did so much damage. It's crazy.
Disgusting.
It doesn't even make sense.
Disgusting.
Dude, he's about to
It's
warp in
absolutely-
more sentries over here. He is panicking right now. We are now on 5 bases. He is doing Nova War says better than I ever have when it came to this build. Not a single hallucinated thing. He's got a ton of sentries here. The force fields are going up. No Guardian Shield popped yet. But still, this army is scary. He can't just go up against this army head on. He's got to chunk them down little by little, using force fields to partition off 3 stalkers here, immortal there, here immortal, there immortal. Big ass warp recall over to the natural, while now he's going in at the 3rd, and these are more gateways that are not going to be able to warp in units, and he's going to be able to take out the majority of this mineral line.
Oh, that Void Ray's super dead. There's nothing that Void Ray can do but die.
Oh, now
and
he's got the
gonna
ramp.
cut them off.
Now he's got the
gonna
ramp.
cut them at the ramp.
Oh my God. This is nuts. This is actually nuts.
Like the play here is just basically use the base against him over here where he's really concerned, and just keep warping in more sentries on the other side to replenish whoever you lose here, and then if necessary warp that new army back home and restart. Here we go again.
He's gonna cut him right here. He's gonna cut him right here. Here it is. 2 of them down. He was a little late there, a little late on that one, but I think
he's been distracted.
He's fixated over here, yeah. He's doing huge damage. The Nexus is going down. The upgrades got canceled, and all of those units are dead into the main. He still has an army over here, Adam. He is still fighting straight up. Guardian Shield is activated, and he's about to take out an Immortal. If he can force field right here, he doesn't. He allows it to go back in and get his shields regenerated, but the damage has been dealt, although these Archons are going to eat these sentries alive. Now it's time to back up.
At this point, he's been able to make the magic happen against Stalkers and even an Immortal, and Void Rays, of course, but not so much against Archon. He's got to be very careful, and look at this cheeky little harassment possible down here with the Warp Prism, but is not let into the base. He's surrounded on all sides by the apparently most deadly units to have ever existed, sentries.
He is going for it.
He is going to get out. And not a single hallucination, but just pure sentry work here, which of course makes sense because now you have the energy to use force fields, guardian shields, and be a lot more tactical instead of just trying to trick your opponent.
I was about to say, before I continue, the only thing that he could have done here that I would have, I was waiting for him to do it because this guy's just been playing like a legend, was to hallucinate a Phoenix on this side or this side and tickle him, and if he didn't hold position,
do they react? Do they react
will
move.
To
that?
Oh yeah, they're like, okay, what's going on here?
Okay,
something's touching me. But if you hold position, then nothing will happen. But chances are he did not hold position there. But anyway, that was the only thing that I thought of. All right, let's keep this going. All right, he's moving up there now with a shit ton of sentries. This is a lot. We got +3 weapons, +2 shields or armor. Now he's all cut off here. He's gonna pick up 4 of these bad boys and dip, and then in the meantime, kill the 3rd over here. Wow.
It is 164 supply to 69 and dropping as an ever-growing... Oh, he's going to back up now. An ever-growing number. Does he risk it?
I don't think he can take this fight. I don't think he can take this. Archons are going to do too much damage.
He's trying. He might. He's splitting.
He's splitting, but bro, he might lose this game if he does. Oh, whoa!
Bro.
He just killed so many Archon.
As soon as the shield's gone, they have like 2 health.
Yeah.
So like you're just getting rid of the shields really, and then you're in business, which is what I think he was hoping for. But look, how many gateways does he have now? How many base? He's on like 6 base.
1, 2,
so he just
3,
loses
4,
all this
5,
shit.
6, 7. He just rebuilds it.
And just rebuilds it.
Holy
and so
shit.
like it's just a constant stream of look at just with the block, he's only got the 1 singular
there goes his warp prism. I think
no.
he can take this. Oh no, well the Archon is still gonna break it. Oh, now he's using warp. Now he's using his War
Stop
Prism.
the madness!
I mean, who is this? Who is this? Who is this
He's
guy?
taking my breath, Mr. Black!
I mean, shit. I had a feeling the games were going to be good this week. I had a feeling.
Oh,
Something
they're
told
firing
me.
on all cylinders right now,
Ah.
Mr. Black. This is just madness.
This is
169 to 77, 7 base Sentry God is just slowly picking away at Nox, and here we go, another drop just as he's leaving the base.
That's
Just
annoying.
he thinks he's finally able to move out,
Oh my
and then here's another attack with another like 20 sentries.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's over now. I mean, he can. I think he can actually just take the fight, or at the very bare minimal, he can take the trades. Nox though, being smart. He's being smart, and he's waiting for the rest of his units to get together. Guardian shields are popping like crazy. He's doing a great job at splitting these so that the Archon splash damage isn't taking out 3 sentries at a time. And he's about to throw down some force fields here and block these Immortals. And he does just that. And everything is done. He's about to GG.
No, he's just leave the game. It's over.
Oh!
It's over.
God damn! Oh my God, that will demoralize a man. That will demoralize a man right there. He just got by sentries, said nothing the whole game. He couldn't even say anything. His breath was taken. The rules are final. This is his game. This is Breathtaker.